weeks nearly since I did anything. Now the reason I flex is to show you guys that at 56 and 57 on the 10th of July 2024 that you can still have muscles, you can still be fit looking, you can still have a slim face, smooth skin. Look at my skin, guys. Smooth. Smooth. You check me out. And don't forget, I am about to turn 60. I'm not far off 60. Come on, is this how someone looks when they're about to turn 60? I don't think so. Look at my skin, I keep saying it. Smooth. I'm gonna have a cup of tea. So, I'm approaching nearly a year. And when I started this diet, I wasn't even sure if it was gonna work. I'd heard all about carnivore, keto. I'd looked it up. I thought it was a bit of a joke. I'd heard about fasting. Just thought that's a bit odd. Only religious people fast. Just thought the whole thing was strange. But then I received this phone call from my brother, my twin brother, saying, you're looking unwell. Why has your belly got so big? Because my belly, it got massive, like a big bowling ball. I was embarrassed, but I'd been thinking it already. I was thinking to myself, Louis, you've let yourself go. And my face had gone all fat. And if you look at some of my old videos, you'll see the pictures of me fat, unwell looking, sad looking, because I think my happiness had been affected. So I found this diet. Just eat fatty meat and eggs and fish. Maybe sprinkle everything in salt. Maybe cook in your butter. Stop eating all sugars, all carbs. Don't drink any fizzy drinks. Don't eat pasta or rice or potato. Stop eating chocolates and sweets and donuts. It's a bit of a no-brainer. It was basically saying, get rid of all of the crap food. Start eating the meat, eggs and fish, fatty meat. Just drinking water. Have some salt. And the immediate question I had was, well, isn't meat bad for you? Doesn't meat cause heart attack and strokes because of the cholesterol? Aren't eggs bad for you? Won't that cause heart attacks, cholesterol problems? Isn't salt bad for you? These are the questions that came to me at first. It can't be right to just eat meat and eggs every day. And imagine how boring that will be, just eating meat and eggs. These are the questions that I was asking when I first went on this diet. And let me just drink my tea. By the way, it's really early in the morning. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. Everyone in my household are asleep. I always wake up before everyone. I'm the only person in this household that exercises and weight trains and goes for runs because I've got the energy to do it, because the carnivore keto diet has given me this massive boost of energy. So anyway, and I feel like this every day, by the way. So anyway, so then I started looking at the carnivore diet and I stumbled across Dr. Ken Berry and Dr. Anthony Shaffe, Dr. Sean Baker, and many others. They were all telling me and explaining to me in scientific detail why the carnivore diet works, why eating meat, eggs and fish, fatty meat works, and why fat is so good for you, why these foods have all the minerals and vitamins and nutrients you could ever want. You could literally live off just meat, eggs, fish, fatty meat. And that it was all a lie, that cholesterol isn't bad for you. And the cholesterol that goes in your foods that you digest will not give you strokes and heart attacks. And then I started understanding through listening to these doctors on YouTube that the foods I had been eating for the last 30, 40 years had made me unwell, because I had a serious case of ulcerative colitis. Basically, my colon was very unwell and inflamed and bleeding because my body was reacting to the foods it didn't like. And yes, carbs were part of that, but yes, also cereals and any breads and rice and potato. My body didn't like it. My body didn't like fizzy drinks, alcohol. My body wanted what it was intended to have hundreds of thousands of years ago. It wanted what we were eating when we were running around hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years ago, catching our own food, foraging on dead animals, only drinking natural water. Our body wanted that. It was craving it. And our body, when it's given the right foods that it was intended to eat, will thrive, will run at its optimum. And all of a sudden, all these illnesses, aches and pains, arthritis, IBS, IBD, Crohn's, colitis, all these problems that we're getting, all caused by the inflammation that is caused by the wrong foods going in our mouths. In our mouths, guys. The things that are making us unwell is because we're born with it, or we're catching it, or because we're getting old, is rubbish. It's not true. You can be very healthy and very fit and very well at any age. 60, 70, 80, you can be very well. You can be slim and fit and muscly and strong and have loads of energy and feel happy at any age if you're eating the right foods. So then I just did my research. I started watching all the YouTube videos of all the success stories. Thousands and thousands of people that were very unwell with pre-diabetes, with type 2 diabetes, with serious problems with inflammation in their stomachs and in their joints and even in their brains. And they were all saying how this diet, the carnivore diet, the keto diet, had transformed their lives, had given them back their lives. Suddenly they felt young, 30, 40 years younger than they were. And I just couldn't believe it. I was watching all these success stories and I was listening to all this advice from the doctors and scientists on YouTube. And I thought, my God, we've all been lied to for years. We've all been encouraged to eat a balanced diet around the world, but the balanced diet is very bad for us. We're encouraged to snack constantly. We shouldn't be snacking. We're encouraged to eat bread when we wake up in the morning and cereals in the morning. We're discouraged to eat meat. We're told to eat less meat, not too many eggs. These are the things that are happening that are affecting the whole world's health, because the foods that we're being advised to eat, a moderate, balanced diet, are causing us harm, making us unwell. And then we're being pushed into eating, snacking through the day because we're told that we should eat constantly because it's good to keep our energy levels up. And we're having things pushed at us like diet products, low-fat products, energy bars, any fizzy drink with the word diet or no sugar written on the bottle or the package. It's all bad for us, guys. We think cereals are really good for us. They're not. They turn to sugar in your tummy. People are adding sugar. They're made with sugar. Cereals are not good for you. We're told brown bread is good for you. No, it's not. It still turns to sugar in you. Has almost no goodness in it. In fact, sugar has no goodness in it. There's nothing in sugar. So we're also made to think that pasta is fine. It's not. Pasta touches the sugar in your stomach. Many of the things you put in your mouth turn to sugar. They're all bad for you guys. You've got to stop it. So anyway, back to me. So I was this overweight person with a big bowling ball here. And my skin had changed and my shape of my face had changed. I thought, I'm going to try this diet. I've done enough research. I've had enough. I've hit a brick wall. I'm going to try it. Now remember, I started it with ulcerative colitis, which I'd had for over 15 years. I was pre-diabetic, my doctor had told me, and I felt unwell, I had low energy levels, I felt a bit sad. So I thought, I'm going to give it a go. My brother's phone call that he gave me was a wake-up call. And I'm telling you now, after about 3 days, I was like, this is going to work. I feel different. I had a different feeling come over me. A burst of energy, but not just that. I suddenly became much more clear-headed, and I felt different. I felt like I had felt when I was in my teen years. I hadn't felt like that way for 30 or 40 years. Remember, I'm 56, 57 in July, and I thought there's something different happening here. I feel different, and then suddenly I noticed, instead of going to the toilet 6 to 8 times a day because of my ulcerative colitis, I was only going to the toilet once a day. And I noticed this within a few weeks. And then when I was on the scales, my weight was falling off me. I was 12 stone 5. Within days, I was 12 stone. Within a week, I think I had gone down to 11 stone 7. And within 2 weeks, I was 10 stone 10. I couldn't believe it. My bowling ball had gone. This giant bowling ball that was making me look and feel like an old man. It was embarrassing. My wife had to see me like that. It had gone. And I could suddenly start putting the clothes on that I hadn't worn for years without feeling embarrassed. And my wife was beautiful, so I didn't want to look unwell and fat and bloated. I didn't want to be going to the doctors for steroids and medication to reverse the problems I was getting. And all of a sudden, I didn't need any steroids for my ulcerative colitis. I was off medication, and I was waking up with vigor and energy, and I was raring to go. And I'm telling you now, I have been on this diet for nearly a year, and I feel the same. I feel amazing. I wake up every day like this, like yes, energetic. And even when days are not good and I'm having bad days and things are going wrong, I don't care, because I feel so great and good. I just fight through it because I'm loving life. I wake up loving life. I don't think I'm going to die in my 60s anymore, because I used to think I was going to die in my 60s. I think I'm going to live till I'm 100 now. This is how things have changed, guys. And if you are overweight and very unwell and on medication, if you have type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, or if you have stomach problems like IBS, IBD, Crohn's, colitis, or arthritis or achy bones, if you feel sad, all you have to do, guys, is decide today to start the carnivore or the keto diet, to stop eating all the sugary carbs and the pastas and the breads and the cakes and the donuts and the fizzy drinks, and just stick to meat, egg, fish, fatty meat, just water, and you will grow to love me. Your body will become fat adapted. It will turn from living off sugar to living off fat and meat and protein, and you will grow to love me, and you won't get bored of it. I do not get bored of my eating. I love my prawns and my fish and my steaks and my chicken and my lamb ribs and my pork bellies and my omelettes. I love it, and I allow myself some cheese. Every now and then I may have some nuts or a very small amount of fruit like strawberries or berries, and I love my food. I look forward to my food, but I do only eat twice a day. I do recommend a 16 to 18 hour fast every day. and you will turn your whole life around and you will feel great and you will not regret it, and you will suddenly love being alive and look forward to every day. That's it, guys. Nearly a year on and I'm still doing it. I'm still loving it. I do exercise 3 times a week for half an hour, and I run 3 times a week. So I don't do loads of exercise, I do a bit. And my energy levels are amazing. I've got so much energy today, I don't know what to do with it. That's how much energy I've got. And it's all thanks to meat, eggs, fish, loads of fat. Do not touch margarine or vegetable oils, they are bad for you. So that's it, guys. I hope I've helped. Sorry it's been a few weeks since I posted. Enjoy. Peace out. Have a great day.